Hi, my name's Sarah Nickerson. I'm a psychic medium intuitive. You wouldn't know it, but it's for real. And so what I like to do is tell people that they themselves are psychics and mediums, intuitives. It's soul abilities, and we all have it. We're all capable of seeing these for ourselves and using them for other people. I think everybody's capable of this. I think you're born with it. It's a birthright. And so I want to help people see this stuff for themselves through development sessions that are one-on-one, through my NextGEN Medium podcast, which is available on all streaming services. I also like to go to Reddit and see what questions are out there being posted on the World Wide Web, all them subreddits. And I like to give my perspective on the answers to the questions that people have about their soul abilities, about the soul worlds, and all that stuff. Just a heads up, I got some noise going on above me, and it can be a little loud. So I know that's there. Now you know it's there. Make sure. Okay. So let's go to a question that I found on Reddit today. And it is from the user cats111111111111. I may have missed a one, but this is the subreddit of spirituality. And it goes like this. It's actually a question. I used to be an atheist, but after my father passed away, my perspective shifted as I kept hoping and looking for signs of him. I soon realized that everything is energy and vibrates at its own frequency, and that we are eternal beings, and I felt love and light and content for the first time in years of having depression. I started cleansing my negative thoughts and challenging and replacing them with positive ones, and learning not to judge others and how to surrender to life. Oh, that's the magic word, surrender. I felt so good and was learning so much, and I felt so connected to the universe and nature, but I slowly started to slip away from it and back into depression. Now I just don't have the energy for things like journaling, and my thoughts have gotten pretty negative, and I'm feeling hopeless about things like my career and future. I guess I just need some guidance about what this could mean. Is it possible to go back to that feeling of connectedness and content and love and light from where I am now? If so, how hard will it be to get there? I struggle with motivation for nearly everything at the moment, and I think that is leading me to feel stuck and depressed. I apologize for this post being on the negative end, but if anyone can help me or share their perspective on this situation, I would appreciate it. Oh my God. I feel like this is what I'm going through right now. I had a spiritual awakening a couple years ago, and there is this amazing feeling of connectedness that cats 111111111. It seems like she had, or he had. I always assume it's a lady, but who knows? And there was a period of time for maybe 6 months to a year where I felt like on top of the world. I felt like I had purpose. I felt like I had motivation, and I was all up in it. And near the end of that first year is when I started like my NextGEN Medium stuff, my website, my podcast, and all this stuff. Here we are a year and a half later, and that motivation for just about everything to do with feeling connected, using soul abilities. Like I always feel jaded by all this stuff. And I totally get where you're coming from, because I feel like my motivation is really kind of lacking. And actually, I was thinking about that this morning before I even came across this post about how I just feel like, I don't know, I feel like my passion and my energy for things is like gone. Like I feel depleted. Um, and it's hard for me to think like, what is there something that could come along that would trigger enough excitement in me, inspiration to get my fire going again. So listen, you're not alone in this. I'm feeling that too. And from what I've been seeing on a lot of these subreddits, it almost feels like a lot of people are kind of going through this right now. I would say just hang in there. Stay connected. You mentioned not wanting to really journal anymore. I would say there's something you have that brings you a little bit of joy. Maybe what you need is something to push you. And I'm feeling that way too. There's a hard decision that I need to make that I feel like I've been sitting on for too long. And part of me feels like I don't trust the universe enough to take care of me, and that I'm going to be putting myself in a very vulnerable place. And I don't know if I'm ready for that. But at the same time, I've almost been waiting for the universe for its possibilities to come to me. And now I'm feeling like, you know what? I've been sitting here, I've been waiting. I think it's time for me to do the scary thing and to go forward with what I think I want to do. When I think about it, it brings me excitement. So that within itself, and after that excitement feeling, then doubts start creeping in. But what if I can't, blah, blah, blah. So if that initial feeling of excitement is there, that's my intuition, that's my soul guiding me to this particular avenue, this path. And then there's the logical self, the egoic self, that comes in and starts putting all those doubts in. But I think the other thing I do want to mention here, and is one of the reasons why I feel like I've come down from that place of high energy, is this weird world, weird in-between place that we have to balance. And I've been thinking about this a lot lately. We live in a physical world where ego is centric, and then we also have a taste and an understanding of the soul world. And the rules in these two places are different. And when you first get connected with the soul world, it is like, it almost like, I don't want to say it's a drug, but I want to say that it just fills you with so much purpose and so much excitement. And the smallest little things are something to appreciate, and that you deeply do. It is a feeling. I equate it to the feeling of being in love, of falling in love. And with time, I feel like I've kind of drawn back from that world a little bit, because I've been pulled into the physical world stuff that's going on with real life and jobs and kids and politics and the pandemic and all that stuff. And so I feel like I'm just been pulled too much away from it into the physical world. And I'm almost feeling like I'm starting. No, I don't want to say that. I want to say that part of me wants to kind of recede back to old Sarah, but I can't go back to that. I don't want to, but also I know what does exist, and I don't want to go back to old Sarah. You know what I mean? So it's almost like I feel like I'm going back to old me. And it's so funny that you're mentioning, depression, you're feeling stuck, and geez, I could have written this. Like, I could have written this, because there was a long time that I dealt with depression and kind of seclusion and isolation, and to deal with just the chaos of life, but maybe me talking about this, I'm kind of talking it out here. Cats 111111111. Maybe there's an adventure you need to start taking on your own. You got to put yourself out there, and this could be yours and my test, to make sure the universe has us in its hands, and it's guiding us and there for us. It's going to bring us what it needs to bring us. So it might not be what we quite have envisioned, but you're not alone. I'm not alone. We're not alone. We're going through it together, and just having that support alone can be, I don't know, a little relieving. So I feel you. I feel you right there with you, and I hope this helped you. And maybe it's time to start thinking about, what is it that you're scared to do that you need to get your ass moving on? because this week for me has been sort of a I just gotta do it. That's what I'm feeling this week. Like, I am tired of feeling stagnant, and it's time to move forward. And I'm the one that has to take the first step. The universe has just been sitting and waiting for me, even though I've been waiting for the universe. I've been sitting and waiting for the universe to do its thing. I think it's time for us to start moving, and we got to initiate that. So I hope this helps you. And if you have a question, you can certainly send it to me at my email at nextgenmedium.com. I got to find my notes here. You can go to my website, nextgenmedium.com, and fill out a question form or like a contact form. I have a contact form for a bunch of things that you can like designate the topic of the form, but just shoot me a question in there. I'll know what it is. You can also schedule a reading or a development session at the website too, where we can talk about your journey. And in this person's case, I would want to know, what did you experience? How did you experience? I also would want to know how this person has their soul abilities integrated in what's going on, and maybe ways that they don't realize. And maybe that could be the spark that gets you going again. You can also, I said that. Please hit the subscribe button to be notified when another video is published. I try to do a couple of these a week and keep it fresh. And if you like this video, if this helped add to your truth, to your consideration for your truth, hit that subscribe button and like this video. And maybe this information helped you understand your soul abilities, your path, maybe a little bit clearer. And that's my work. That's what I'm supposed to do. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Or maybe one-on-one with a development session. NextGenMedium.com.